Alright, let's hope this is working. Alright, I'm gonna assume it's working. What's good, everyone? There's nothing on my screen right now, but I forgot to download a mod, so I'm just gonna download that real quick. I guess I'll put on some music. I might get copyright for this already, but I don't fucking care. I don't make money off of YouTube. Also, yes, there is a little character on the left corner. You know what? Okay, hold on, let me. So, let me. That character on the bottom left is probably like the cutest character I've ever fucking drawn. The music might be too loud. I need to check how this shit works. Okay. You know what? Here, I'll add another image. There we go. I don't know how far I'm gonna make it into Dark Souls, because I'm only gonna stream like once every fucking month or something. You know, I don't know. We'll just see how far I make it this time. don't know if I did it right. Okay, cool. That's all set. Alright, let's get started. Remove this. And as far as topics go, I'm gonna let myself get started on the game real quick. Turn the music off. That was Okame Mio, by the way, VTuber. I don't like every VTuber vocalist. I made my opinion clear on them, I think, in one of my videos that no one watched. And alright, I'm just randomizing right now. VTubers, some of them are really good at singing, and others just make very... I'm trying to figure out a way to say this that's not fucking mean. Here we go. A lot of VTuber music comes off as very, like, kind of like typical, like, standard J-pop music. So, yeah. But Mio is... Even if her stuff isn't exactly revolutionary, she does make, at the very least, good music. It's at least catchy and stuff. And it's just a unique voice. But...
It's Bashi time!
So, the title says... The title says funny Redditor sound pack, and that's what I mean. I didn't go through it the entire game. I took like a 5-minute look into it, and I don't know, a lot of it is like Reddit humor, so be warned. I wish I could fucking alt tab. God damn it. Also, one of the things that scared me the most about streaming is that I'm just kind of scared of saying something that I'm gonna regret later. Dog. Hopefully I didn't show anything crazy there. Do I have anything crazy open? No, I don't, besides Genshin. Huh. It's not a secret, so whatever. I'm gonna close that real quick. What's wrong with this? What's wrong with this? Can I close this? Okay, I just need to know that I was catching audio. Let me fix my settings real quick. Okay. Now we should be good to go. I probably should have looked at the classes.
In the age of ancients,
So,
the world was unformed,
first topic.
shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees,
My fault, I should have
and
done that.
everlasting dragons. But then there was fire.
First topic is gonna be
And with
my
fire,
favorite Souls-like. I feel like it's pretty natural to start with that.
heat and cold.
So I'll tell you my ranking right now.
Life and death.
It would go from worst to best. It would go Demon
Light
Souls. Sorry, Demon Souls fans.
Dark.
Elden Ring, Dark Souls 2. No.
Then from
Demon
the
Souls,
dark,
Dark Souls 3,
they
Elden
came.
Ring, Dark Souls 2, Bloodborne,
and
Dark Souls
found
1.
the souls of lords within the flame.
If you're wondering where Sekiro is, I don't see Sekiro as a Souls-like. It's a Souls-like in the way that you can dodge and you can attack stuff, yes.
Nito,
But,
the first of the dead.
so Dark Souls 1 is my favorite Souls-like. And the reason why I would never make this a video is because I don't...
The Witch of Isolate
FromSoft fans are
and
very...
her daughters of chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight,
I might need
and
to
his
adjust the audio.
faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten.
Because FromSoft fans are like very one note in what they like. If you're not talking about
With
it,
the strength of lords,
oh my god,
they challenge the dragons.
don't look at that.
Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone scales. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease.
Who the fuck cares?
And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more.
But as I was saying, FromSoft fans are very...
Thus,
FromSoft fans, they love one thing and one thing only. They love Souls games, and they love FromSoft, and they love Miyazaki. That's three things, but they're all basically the same thing, right?
but soon the flames will fade,
And
and
that's
only
fine.
dark will remain.
But one of the things I never want to do as a YouTuber is to lock myself into a certain kind of content, and I feel like that's kind of what you do once you start making Dark Souls videos.
Embers. And man sees not light,
Like, take for example Vati video.
lights.
If he made a video about like
Living are seen, carriers
fucking Bioshock, well maybe not Bioshock because Bioshock is also really popular. He made a video about I guess Wukong. Nah, even that was compared to Souls likes. Sternova. If he made a video on fucking Sternova for some reason. Well, your entire fan base is made out of
Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead.
your entire fan base is made out of fucking FromSoft fans, so
And in this land,
it's not that they're not gonna give a fuck about it, it's just that they're gonna be like, what is
the
this anime
undead
shit?
are
Ew.
corralled and
It's
led
not
to
Dark
the
Souls,
north.
basically. So, yeah.
where they are locked away to await the end of the world.
But the reason why Dark Souls 1 is my favorite is because I've always wanted to talk about this.
Is your fate.
There is no other Souls-like like it. Not Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 is the closest thing. And so is Mortal Shell 2. Mortal Shell 2 comes very close to Dark Souls 1 in my opinion, in terms of like the pacing and stuff.
Hello down there! I say hello down there!
Alright, let me fix my settings real quick.
Good stuff.
But the reason I find Dark Souls 1 so good is because if you look at the way the character moves, it doesn't look as like light and almost weightless as Dark Souls 2, 3, and you know, that type of shit. Bloodborne I can forgive because Bloodborne they were intentionally going for something like more faster, right? But if you ask me, Dark Souls 3 doesn't really feel like a proper Dark Souls game. Dark Souls 2 has the speed down, but it still feels like too floaty. This one is just like that. You can't like look at that. Like shit like this. Medium roll has not existed since Dark Souls 2, I think. A lot of the newer games, it's based off of this. I'm not a huge fan of this. I don't like this rolling animation. I think it looks dumb. I would prefer something, again, like Mortal Shell 2, where the dodging is a lot like the dodging in God of War, and to a lesser extent Bloodborne. I'm not fighting that guy. I do have the enemies to scale down, but that never actually works in these randomizers. They're still tanky as fuck. But yeah, I think this is gonna be a longer topic because I'm gonna speak on why I like Dark Souls 1 so much as I progress in the game, even though I fucked it. Yeah, I've downloaded a bunch of mods, so it's, but you know. Alright, the playthrough's over. You didn't have no music.
Good stuff.
Stupid fucking mushroom.
Good stuff.
Oh my god, it's been so long since I played a fucking Souls-like. Oh no, I played the Mortal Shell 2 demo. I'll get into that in a second. But if you look, like, the attacks in Dark Souls 1 don't feel nearly as fast as Dark Souls 3, right? And I keep picking on Dark Souls 3. That's because I feel like Dark Souls 3 is... It might be the worst. I said I like Demon Souls at least, but I haven't played Demon Souls in like 8 years.
Thanks.
But
Good stuff. Good stuff.
okay, what the fuck was that? Alright, hopefully it's picking up okay. I think it's telling me. I think it's telling me they already dropped range. I kind of expected that. My internet's kind of trash. I'm guessing those are just from spikes though. It's whatever. It's fucking assholes.
Delicious.
I like that.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was scared he was gonna do that move.
That's my knee.
Alright, that was pretty bad. I had a feeling he was gonna kill me. But, I don't know, I'm trying to talk and fucking play at the same time, okay? That's my excuse. So I don't know, I just find this pacing a lot more, I don't want to say pleasant, but enjoyable because God, I'm feeling like a fucking dumbass right now. I find this pacing a lot more enjoyable because it thing feels a lot more like you have to like commit and stuff, you know? And I do think that that sort of pacing is what's best for like a Souls-like. And like the way your weapons will bounce off walls if you're fucking stupid like me. This fucking asshole.
Delicious.
Just shit like that. It's just so much more. Your weapon bounces off of shit. You don't run super fast. You don't recover incredibly fast from attack animations and stuff. I love shit like that. And I think that's something that Mortal Shell 2 does really well. It gave me that feeling of Dark Souls 1 again while I was playing the demo. And I'm very excited to give Mortal Shell 2 a try when I'm not fucking broke. He still missed.
Delicious.
Did I get extra souls for beating this guy?
Delicious.
I also miss cutting the tails off of enemies. I thought that was always really cool.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
And I would also say, as in general, Dark Souls 1 has the best level design. Where the bosses
Good stuff.
Yeah, I don't think the randomizer right. It's fine. But I feel like the bosses were not nearly as difficult as the levels. And that might be its own bad thing, but
Only
I feel like they did
the
nail level
ancient
designs in Dark Souls 1.
legends, it is
It's just that the
stated
bosses can be underwhelming.
that one day an undead shall be chosen.
I've got boss weapons.
This is so fucking stupid. It's Redditor humor.
To leave the
But,
undead asylum in pilgrimage.
I was trying not to say so much.
To the
I'm
land
saying it a
of the
lot because
ancient
usually I cut it out in
lords.
videos, but I'm like, it's live, so I can't really help it.
Lordran.
Right down the road. Right down the road. Right down the road. Right down. Bye-bye.
But something that I really like about the bosses and the way they're even just animated and designed and stuff in Dark Souls 1 is that you don't have bosses in Dark Souls 1 that are doing backflips and just completely... What is this fucking music? Just completely fucking,
Good stuff.
defying gravity. Like, towards the end of Elden Ring, and maybe even before Elden Ring, if you could think of an example, you have bosses like the, what's his name? Fucking, the God Killer. The Wolf God Killer guy. And once I got his fight down, I thought he was decently fun. It's just that they do really stupid shit to catch you off guard, and to me, a lot of that shit can't come off as unfair, because how am I supposed to expect him to do a triple backflip in the fucking air and throw out projectiles like a fighting game character? And that's the thing. And that's the thing I really hate about Elden Ring bosses, is that it felt like the bosses were fighting game characters and you were just a Dark Souls character. And if I want to play a fighting game, I would just play Guilty Gear, which I do.
Good stuff.
I can't fight that guy. This is bad. Okay. I didn't know the reach on that fucking guy.
Delicious. Delicious.
Oh my god. He just did a cancel into an attack. I told you. That's what I mean by fighting game characters.
Delicious.
See, this is impossible. Because they both have fucking lots of poise. Wait, I can parry, right? Also, parrying was overpowered in Dark Souls 1, but in situations like that,
Delicious.
it was really helpful. Ow.
Good stuff.
And I do think you can make slower enemies a lot more scarier to fight than fast enemies, just by making them do more damage and stuff. You know, guys, like, enemies like that just have a shit ton of fucking poise. They, not here, but in the DLC, they do a lot more damage. And you can't really trade hits with them. So I wouldn't say slower enemies are necessarily more or easier in the first place.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Is that from Billy and Mandy? It's that fucking ghost.
Delicious.
In Dark Souls 1, I would actually say, in an almost bad way, that it is the easiest Souls-like. I know a lot of people say it's difficult because of how janky it is. I wouldn't say it's janky to the point where it's that bad. I'm not gonna explore this entire fucking thing. What? I'm not fighting those guys. Okay, yeah, this is what I mean by like a Redditor sound pack. Shit like that.
Good stuff.
Who gives a fuck about that fucking song in 2026? Or whenever this fucking mod was made? It's the dragon.
Oh no.
Delicious.
I don't know what weapon I'm gonna use either. But I'm not gonna complete the fucking game, so it's whatever. Oh my god. Alright, this room is cancer. Oh, there's no fire bombs though, so okay.
Oh no.
But there's that. Whatever that fucking was.
Oh no. Delicious. Delicious.
I've never seen that attack in this game. Is that a vagrant? It is. I have seen that attack in this game. It was just, I saw it fucking 7 years ago. I will also say I don't think Dark Souls 1 has amazing boss fights in general, but you have certain bosses like Manus, Artorias, Bell Gargoyles that are pretty cool. I don't think they measure up to the best Dark Souls 3 bosses, definitely not.
Good stuff.
but I'm not fighting that.
Good stuff. Delicious.
But Dark Souls 1's strength is not really in its like in its boss fights. Fuck away from me. I fucked up. I don't know what gift I got at the start. This is cancer.
Oh no!
Okay, this is bad.
Delicious.
Oh, he dropped something.
Good stuff.
This guy's spamming. I would also add that Dark Souls 1 doesn't really have the issue. That's just a fucking stupid ring. I would also add that Dark Souls 1 doesn't really have the issue of
Good stuff.
what I would call poorly animated delay attacks. So I think delay attacks are perfectly fine. I think you do need, just like in fighting games, you need some sort of mix-up, right? And that's fine. It's just, okay, let's see what this guy's gonna fucking be. Just like in fighting games, you need mix-ups and stuff so that the player isn't always just... Fucking asshole. I don't need to kill this stuff up there. But now that I'm here, I can't... I see what's in the back over there. I see that shit. This is gonna be bad. Unless they have lower health or something. I might be able to end it if they have low health. Now this is cancer. Oh, this is actually cancer. Yeah. This is the actual boss right here. I need to get rid of this fucking asshole. Okay, he died. And I fucking died. I maybe should have played something a little less intensive than this. Or we just should have played regular Dark Souls or something. But I would also add that Dark Souls 1 has the best world building in the series. Dark Souls 3 just feels like such a fucking... Can I just shit on Dark Souls 3 real quick? Dark Souls 3 just feels like such a fucking... It feels like, hey, we just made Bloodborne and we also need to make another Souls game. Let's make Dark Souls 3. I think Dark Souls 3 has its strengths. Dark Souls 3 has some of the best bosses in the series, but is there anything else I can say about it? Like, Dark Souls 3 doesn't have the same level of fucking... level design of Dark Souls 1, or like, even just the atmosphere. It just feels so stale. It feels like retreading the same ground in different fucking shoes. And for a lot of people, that might be a good enough experience. But for me, I expect more from FromSoft. You know, FromSoft is the... It's accurate to say now, these days. But, okay, back in 2016, I felt like they were kind of the gold standard when it came to AAA games. And obviously back then, my first playthrough of Dark Souls 3, I really enjoyed it. I played it... I completed the game, a few times within like the first month of release. But over the years, you know, whenever I try to replay Dark Souls 3, I can't. I don't really care to explore beyond just finding the weapon I want to use. The level design to me is really boring. It all feels the same. And despite being 6 years newer, 6 years younger than Dark Souls 1, you could say, it doesn't bring any newer ideas. I would argue that Dark Souls 1 and 2 both have a lot more fresh and unique ideas compared to a game that was released after them. And not only that, Dark Souls 2 gets shit on a lot in favor of Dark Souls 3 and sometimes even Dark Souls 1. Well, definitely Dark Souls 1, because after Dark Souls 2 released, you always get that comparison, right? So it would always get shit on compared to the other two games. But I feel like... Oh, fucking God. Alright. Whatever. It just annoys me so much to see people hate on Dark Souls 1. Oh my God, this is the worst setup. I'm gonna try to speed through it, see if that works. But Dark Souls 2 gets so much shit for so many issues that are found in later games. Whether that be Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3, Elden Ring, they all have the same issues as Dark Souls.
Oh no.
It's just, hey, we all hate Dark Souls 2. It's like, if you want to hate Dark Souls 2, fine, just at least be fair about it, because Dark Souls 2, some people say there are too many moments where you get ganked and shit. The same shit happens in fucking Elden Ring. Half the fucking boss fights in Elden Ring is just a 2v1, sometimes a 3v1, or like reusing bosses and shit. So it's not just some magical issue that happens in Dark Souls 2. I would argue it's worse in Elden Ring, because Elden Ring comes after Dark Souls 2. You would think that they would take the criticisms seen about Dark Souls 2 and apply it to Elden Ring, but no, they doubled down. So that's why when I see the same issues in Elden Ring, a newer game, to me that's a lot more offensive than it would be in Dark Souls 2. This fucking Rayman music. Alright, see if I can just... Let's make this easy for myself. Ornstein. Alright, where the fuck did this guy come from? Yep, there you go. You see the way Ornstein delays his attacks, but there's like a natural flow into the attack part of the move that I think is missing from newer Souls games. I've said it before, not on the channel, but
Delicious.
there you go. Taurus Ornstein. I said it before, not on the channel.
Good stuff.
That delayed attacks in newer FromSoft games, newer Souls-like even in general, they feel like jump scares where. So try to react when I take off my armor. In that moment, if you didn't react, you got hit by the attack. But there's no telegraph for when I'm gonna do that, right? A lot of the times, enemies in newer Souls-like they'll charge up and they'll hold it, and then go into this really fucking stupid pose. I think I'm safe. That looks so bad. But yeah, they'll hold a pose and then they'll wait like 3, 4, 5 seconds, and on whatever timing you have to fucking just. It feels like you have to start fucking doing a timer in your head. This is especially true in Night Rain. If you've played Night Rain, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Elden Ring bosses do that shit. Night Rain bosses especially do that shit. To me, it's not fun. I don't like keeping a timer in my head. I just like, when it comes to these games, I'm very visual. Just show the enemy moving naturally into the attack, or maybe even a sound cue or something. I don't fucking know. Like, what am I stuck on?
Oh no!
If FromSoft wants Souls games to be so... What is hitting me? If FromSoft wants Dark Souls to be so fucking action-packed, these like action games like Devil May Cry, I don't know, take a fucking note from Near Automata or something where there's literally visual indicators of when to fucking dodge or when an enemy's about to attack or something. Getting comboed.
Delicious.
Let me rest. Fucking dickheads. Should I go here? But that's also something I felt like Mortal Shell 2 did really well. Alright, Mortal Shell 2, again, I said... Oh my god. I did say Mortal Shell 2 gave me kind of a Dark Souls 1 feeling, and I really meant that. The Mortal Shell 2 demo was fucking amazing.
Good stuff.
Oh no!
You know, I don't know if that's the original sound because I've never watched that video. How did that hit me? That was a lingering hitbox.
Delicious, delicious.
Alright, these ghosts gotta fucking go.
Oh no!
Oh, I can hit them.
God, my knee! That's my knee! Oh, man!
But I guess on that topic, let me... Let's talk a little bit about the Mortal Shell. So like I said, Mortal Shell 2 demo was great. And the atmosphere is solid. I love that there are bosses that they're not like grand events, right? So a lot of bosses you'll find out in the open field, they don't have this crazy music. There's this guy with a bear helmet who just walks up to you. He literally runs up on you. And that's the fight.
Oh no!
I'm not even up there yet.
Knee! That's my knee! Oh, man!
I see my frame dropping. Aesthetically, it looks cool. Visually, it looks fucking amazing. You know, weirdly enough, I didn't enjoy the first, I didn't enjoy the first Mortal Shell. If that hit me, I would have died right there. I didn't enjoy the first Mortal Shell because it felt really floaty, but this one, Mortal Shell 2 feels perfect. And it has been so long since I played it that it's kind of hard to remember what I didn't like about it. But I like it enough to the point where I would say it's a newer soulslike that I actually give a fuck about. Oh my god. I hate these fucking guys. Like even so I didn't play Shadow of the Earth Tree because I already had an idea of what it was gonna be like.
Oh no!
And my friends basically confirmed
Delicious!
my my beliefs about the game. And that it would be
Good stuff.
if I was annoyed by Elden Ring, it would be 10 times more annoying than Elden Ring, and yeah. I always find it to be so unfortunate because I love FromSoft. FromSoft has made 2 of my favorite games ever made, Sekiro and Dark Souls 1. Literally just #1 favorite game, #2 favorite game, right? So I just find it such a shame that they've been going the way they've been going. It's just again, I can't even grab the fucking item. I don't care about difficulty. You know, I actually did find Elden Ring quite difficult, but here's the thing. Because there are a lot of people that say, oh, the game was too hard for you. I beat the game. It's just, I didn't find the difficulty fun.
Delicious!
And I do like challenges, it's just, it's all about how it's done for me.
Delicious!
So I have a video on my channel where I play Sekiro. I played through the entire thing at basically level 1. That's not me bragging, that's me showing that, hey, Sekiro beat my ass. Arguably worse than Elden Ring. Relatively speaking, because it's a shorter game.
Oh no!
And I enjoyed it. That was a really bad parry. Dog, what the fuck?
Oh no!
Oh my god. This is bad.
Delicious!
I'm not dealing with that. No one said you have to kill every enemy in a randomizer.
Good stuff.
Yes, sir. I would at least make it to the fucking gargoyles before I end the fucking stream. Yeah, I actually didn't have much to say about Mortal Shell 2, so let's maybe I shouldn't be showing all that. Guys, I have to admit, I do play Genshin. Let me see what my next topic was. Okay, games I'm excited for. Let's do that. So obviously, Mortal Shell 2 out of the way. I talked about that one. We changed the fucking thing. I think this is gonna be a combined topic. Because I did want to talk about how I feel a little out of touch. And this is exactly what I mean. It says I don't even know what games are coming out right now. So it's kind of a shitty topic to talk about. Oh my god, he almost just one shot, man.
Delicious.
Mortal Shell 2 already came out. He fucking sniped the shit out of me.
Delicious.
He just tried one-shotting me, by the way. That move will actually one-shot you. Regardless of what game cycle you're on. Yeah, I was not fucking with that room at all.
Delicious.
There's another game, it's like it's getting compared to E33 a lot. It's the one with the girl and the giant wolf. That game looks sick as fuck. But I'm mostly interested in like indie games and stuff right now. I don't really care about AAA games.
Good stuff.
Hold on. Oh, why are there so many vagrants? He was not blocking. It's bullshit.
Oh no.
First of all, he wasn't even fucking blocking.
Delicious.
Stop that shit. That doesn't look too bad. Why is the golem aggroing from all over there? Fuck yeah. This is a bad place to fight. I know I'm gonna roll off the fucking ledge. Onimusha is the one that I'm really looking forward to. It's a $70 game. I can't justify $70 games. I'll get into that next time, but I don't think there's any way to justify $70 games. But the short of it is, you could argue that games are being more expensive to make, but there are also more people getting into video games. So that's how I look at it. These are digital copies of the games. And I'm willing to bet that there are more gamers now than ever. So that should offset the cost. If it doesn't, then fuck you, I'm still not paying for a $70 game. Especially one where $70 games have a habit of not being... If you make me pay $70 for a game, I will not accept any fucking sort of... any sort of, any sort of bug or flaw on release. I won't. Just telling you, I won't. I know it's impossible, especially that now the game is getting more complex. I get it. But to ask me to pay $70 to then have like bugs and shit potentially fucking up the game or shit like that. I could play a free game like Genshin and not encounter a single fucking bug in like the newest expansion, right? So like there's no excuse for that to happen in a $70 game. Or at the very least, there's no excuse that I'm willing to put up with. Infalsis is a rhythm game combined with a visual novel style of storytelling, and I think that's really cool. I'm not good at rhythm games. That should be my fucking ass. The only rhythm game I play is Muse Dash, and Muse Dash is literally a 2-button rhythm game.
Oh no!
Good stuff.
That is actually pretty good if I'm doing that kind of build. This guy's just gonna be a fucking asshole.
Oh no!
How? He wasn't even doing a backstab animation. That was his fucking R2.
Delicious.
That's another thing about Dark Souls 1 that's really stupid. The way you can exploit backstabs so easily is ridiculous. I'm gonna use that before I go through the gargoyles. Red Recure looks really cool, but I only say that because the cute anime girl with the white hair, the white ponytail. I would like to mention that if there's ever an anime game on my wish list, it's probably because I saw like one particularly cute girl on it. There was a shooter that Chernobyl was getting compared a lot to. I forgot what it's called. It's like a battle royale anime shooter. And I don't give a fuck about battle royales, but I saw like one character on there. I was like, wow, she's cute. I'm playing the game. That's really all it took. And on top of that, Chernobyl is something I actually want to fucking play. It's just that it's impossible to fucking play. Unless you're okay with like 30-minute queues. And me personally, I'm not okay with that, because I have better shit to do than that. Fate trigger. It's called a fate trigger. Ow. Oh my fucking god, not this asshole. Can he fit through the doorway? I hope not.
Oh no.
This is cancer. This is the worst. He's gonna one-shot me, I know it. See that move right there? And the fucking tree guy in the back. I can throw at them.
Delicious.
He still reached.
Oh no.
Who the fuck is this?
Delicious. Good stuff. Delicious.
He didn't attack before I was even close to him, by the way. Do you see that shit? Okay. This is actually a pretty good situation. These guys could be a lot worse. There we go. I have half fucking health bar to fight these fucking whoever's up here. Alright. Code Vein 2 I want to play, and that's really only because it's like a Souls-like anime game. There's not many of those. But more than Code Vein 2, I want to play AI Limit. AI Limit, I somewhat enjoyed the demo. Besides, I feel like the enemy designs were very inspired. It feels like, oh my god, it's fucking Artorias. I know how to fight Artorias, it's just I can't beat him with no healing potion. I basically have to beat him hitless. Look at that.
Oh no.
And he has his trail. Is he super powered? I might have to try the butterfly first. Alright, let's do butterfly first, and then I'll try. Artorias is where I end the stream. Once I beat him, I can end the stream. That's really it. There's not really a lot of games I'm looking forward to. So I guess I get to the next topic. I gotta start alt tabbing more. Topic. Step away from the video game talk a bit and talk about anime and shit. So I did start watching ReZero season 4. Like 2 episodes in. So I won't say much about it, but I will say I'm not a huge fan of Emilia's redesign. I like Subaru's design. But Emilia, oh my god. Actually kind of scared me for a second, I'm not gonna lie. And I do like designs that are based off of tights. Like, she's just wearing tights now, right? And I do typically like those designs. It's just that, I don't know, I think it's the color that's really throwing me off. And I wonder if it's because in season 3, Emilia was actually doing a lot of close combat and stuff, so I wonder if that's why they changed her design to be like, hey, she's gonna be in there and shit. She's not really gonna be like play like a ranged role. Yeah, that's fine. I just don't really find it visually like cool in a way. Alright, you almost just killed me one hit.
Delicious.
That's an insane sound. I think, fucking cancer.
Right down the road. Right down the road. Right down the road. Ow! Delicious.
Can I backstab these assholes?
Right down the road. Right down
Like,
the road.
Emilia's new fit.
Down the road.
The first thing that comes to mind is obviously Mona, right? She has like the tights with like the little headpiece. And that's very Mona-ish. And I love Mona's design. But I don't know what it is about Emilia that I genuinely think it's just the color that's throwing me off. I think if they made it black, I would like it. But then again, Emilia's color palette is white and purple, so it wouldn't make sense for it to be black. But I think the fact that it's purple is what I don't like. And I think that's just a personal taste. Because I can see why they did it. It's just I personally don't like it. Oh my god. And I said this before, Amelia has become such a likable character in my opinion. Seeing her put in that work in season 3, that shit was so fucking... That shit was so good. And it was more than just... Are you serious? It was more than the fact that she was fighting, right? I'm not a shonen head. I would actually argue that I'm a shonen hater. It's just, she was having a lot of moments to really shine, as far as like her dialogue and stuff went. So, yeah. I feel like she's slowly becoming a proper main character. Like before, it just felt like a Subaru show, but now it feels like it's like now it's like now it's Amelia and Subaru, which I love that. It's nice. I should also add that I really like that Amelia was like being some ass while wearing a dress. I'm a fan of that.
Oh no!
And whether or not her newest design is better for her objectively, I don't know. I like seeing characters fight in dresses and stuff. Like for example, Noel and Genshin and stuff. Noel and Genshin. S from Blaze Blue. I'm gonna kill him before he sneaks up on me. S from Blaze Blue. There's another one I'm thinking of that's a really good example. Elfelt, Guilty Gear. I'm not fighting this guy. Just give me the fucking armor.
Good stuff.
But yeah, characters like that are, in my opinion, really cool. Especially S. I think her name's S from Blaze Blue. Great sword, dress, Noel, great sword. Oh, this is cancer.
Delicious.
I can only... Is he dead? I'll give it a minute. I really hope he dies. Freerun was fucking amazing. I think Freerun so far is my anime of the year, and as normally as that sounds to me, Freerun Season 2 addressed so many problems that I had with Season 1, while also keeping up the quality of the first half of Season 1. I'm very hyped for the Sekiro anime, which I guess it's gonna be a movie. I'm curious as to which ending they're gonna... I'm curious as to which ending they're gonna adapt. This will kill Annie.
Oh no!
Ow.
Delicious.
There was no avoiding that. I couldn't even see him doing that.
Oh no! Delicious! Oh no! Delicious! Good stuff.
That's what I was hoping would happen, so I could at least get some level ups.
Good stuff.
I need to buy some upgrades so I can upgrade my sword and actually fight Artorias. But yeah, KyoAni's. First of all, I was really hoping to like just pass by KyoAni's studio while I was in Japan.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff.
That would have been such a cool moment. But yeah, Sparks of Tomorrow looks great. It is. The funny thing about Sparks of Tomorrow is that it has KyoAni's everything about it screams KyoAni besides the colors that they use. The colors are very. They look duller, or like less vibrant than they usually go for. Like if you look at compare Ballad Evergarden, Kaon, A Silent Voice, Euphonium, to Sparks of Tomorrow. Sparks of Tomorrow has a very. It almost looks like Bones in terms of colors. Like Bones, Bungo Stray Dogs, fucking you know, it's.
Oh no!
Can you fucking not? Oh my god, this fucking. This is so fucking cancer. Actually, I will say, funny thing about the Sekiro anime is that the colors they use look a lot more saturated compared to the game. If you look at Sekiro's jacket, compare it to in-game, the one in the anime looks a lot more like saturated. I have to get rid of this fucking dickhead. Okay, there he goes.
Good stuff. Oh no!
I'm not fighting this guy. He's gonna one-shot me. I know it. The only issue is this stupid fucking worm. Stop that. Also, another thing I would like to add about ReZero is that I feel like Subaru's growth as a character has kind of hit a weird plateau where he's still way too trusting of certain characters, especially after everything he's been through. You think he would have some be a bit more cautious, but I don't know, he still seems as gullible as ever. Well, maybe not as ever. He seems a little more. He seems to wisen up a bit, but you expect him to be like a lot more cautious and stuff. And that's why I liked when Beatrice was added to his party, because Beatrice is like someone that will keep him in check. And she's adorable, but you know. He still seems very gullible, so I'm not a huge fan of that. There was this anime I saw all over fucking Japan. What is it? No, it's not that. There's like a fox girl and shit. It looks like fucking Urara Meirocho, I think that anime is called. It looks like that, but with maybe a more mature art style. And it was everywhere in Japan. And I really wanted to fucking watch it. I think it's on my wish list or watch list. I just don't know where. Tenmaku no Jadugar. That shit looks amazing. That is maybe the most hyped I am for an anime because it has the most unique art style this year. The plot sounds really cool, really unique. You know, right now I am watching fucking... I'm watching Amagi Brilliant Park. And, The Fire Hunter. But once I'm done with that, I'm immediately starting that shit. That shit looks so good. It's done by Science Saru, I believe, which they've done good work before, so I trust them with that. It looks so good. Marriage Toxin, Bones. I'm a huge fan of Bones, by the way. So Yomi no Sugai, Marriage Toxin, they both look great. It's called Cho Kaguya Hime, the one I was comparing to Urara Meirocho. Cho Kaguya Hime looks amazing visually. I love the art style, I love the character designs. I really want to watch that shit. I think I would really enjoy it. It looks like, from what I can tell, just based off of the images, it looks like a slice of life fantasy, and I love that. And yeah, I'm not really excited for any particular shonen. I know shonens are really broad. It's not even a genre, it's a label. It's a really broad label. But when I say shonen, I mean shit like Gachi, Akuta, fucking JJK, and Demon Slayer and stuff like that. And ow. With that being said, actually, let me go use my souls real quick. With that being said, there's not really any shonens I think shonen's in a shitty spot right now. The only shonen I like is Gachi Akuta, and I believe Frieren is labeled as a shonen, but Frieren has a lot of mature themes, so the label is fine to me, but as far as like typical shonen goes, I would not give it that. It's definitely not in the same field as something like fucking Demon Slayer. Frieren is just... These sounds are really loud. Frieren just comes off as so much more mature, you know? I think to compare it to Demon Slayer, first of all, Demon Slayer is trash in my opinion. The animation's good, everything else about it is fucking awful. They didn't even try. I'm convinced they didn't try. They didn't give a fuck about that show. But series rather, because it's an adaptation.
Delicious.
But yeah, Frieren is just way more interesting and mature in its dialogue, in its like presentation, its themes. So even though while it may be considered a shonen, it mostly doesn't have the shonen tropes. It doesn't have shit you would expect from a shonen. Of course, this guy's sniping me from the back. And that's why I praise Freon so much, because I've grown so cynical of mainstream anime that when I first decided to start watching Freerun, I didn't have much faith that it was gonna be good. Even just good, right? Not even amazing, just good. But it turned out to be great. First season, I gave it 9 out of 10. Second season was, for me, 10 out of 10. This fucking sword. What's going on? This is gonna take forever. Whatever.
Oh no.
Ow! Also, I'd like to add, okay, Super Cub was from like 2021, right? It is not a 2026 anime, but I'm gonna talk about it anyway. Because Super Cub is fucking amazing, but it's also a weird case of it's obviously a huge advertisement for Honda. But Super Cub is fucking amazing. I love the art style. I'll talk more about it at the end of the year, but it's no, they need to stop that shit. Fuck you. Trying to parry me?
Delicious.
And as far as Gachi Akuta goes, I do enjoy it quite a bit. I have described it as it's Gachi Akuta's cool. It's stylish. It's fun. The choreography is surprisingly good. It is bones, but it is also a like. It is also a modern shonen, so I was kind of like, will the choreography be good? And the choreography was good.
Delicious.
Also, I think Gachi Akuta shows a lot of promise. And the character designs are fucking amazing. The character designs are the best in shonen by far. I can't think of a single character design I like more than the ones in Gachi Akuta. Ryo looks fucking amazing and adorable. Zanko looks sick as fuck. Rudo looks solid. Engine looks fucking amazing. This music is fucking ridiculous. I was really hoping he would just roll off the fucking ledge. I didn't think he was gonna do it that early. Oh, I didn't know you could dodge both hits on that. I think get a little closer to him. The range is so deceiving. There we go. I'm gonna start doing some R2s. There we go. I still know how to fight this guy. Fucking dickhead. I did it. I beat Artorias at level fucking 10. Alright. I didn't take as long as I thought it was gonna. There's no point in me ringing the bell, because I'm not going to continue playing this character after this. I'm probably going to uninstall the game right after. And maybe, yeah, like I said, I probably should have maybe chose a more casual game to play, to talk over. But I don't know, it kind of worked out. I died a lot more than I thought it was. Is that the original sound? Also, I don't know if I said it, but I think Dark Souls 1 has the best lore out of all FromSoft games. There's never been a game I was more interested in as far as lore goes than Dark Souls 1. And that might have been because that was my first time getting into Dark Souls, the world of Dark Souls, but I don't know, it's really cool. Alright. That's it for now. That was a fun stream. I definitely plan on doing more, covering topics that I don't want to make a video for, like I said. I'll do the next one whenever I feel like it.